I was actually just thinking today that it kind of sucks in such a big city you can't just go out and watch the street performances on a Sunday. Turns out that's exactly what's happening.
That's exactly what's happening on this holiday.
In some ways, I'm actually kind of glad that we're as poor as we are in a city like Tokyo. I know that it's a little ridiculous that we can't do anything for fun, but if I had to pick a city to be totally impoverished in, where I couldn't afford to do anything for entertainment except for take a train into downtown area and then wander around, occasionally buy a beer from a convenience store, Tokyo ranks very high on my list of places that I'd like to be in that condition. There's always something hilarious going on in this city.
We live in a bedroom community, which means that your basic needs are satisfied here. So there are grocery stores, fast food chains, and convenience stores. But aside from that, there's absolutely no entertainment.
Every day we get up and we have just enough money, if we don't really eat that day, to take the train into the city, to look around at all the beautiful girls we can't afford to date, all the food we can't afford to buy, and all the other shiny, awesome, fucking ridiculous things that in no way relate to our budget.
Simply put, the job search is not going well. In fact, the only way it could go worse is if our applications came back to us on fire. We've sent out a deluge of applications and have gotten back a trickle of rejections. This may be the worst time in the past 10 years, period, of anything, to try to apply for a job here as Americans from inside the country.
So we fly in from Thailand with cash in our pocket and big shiny neon dreams of a life in Tokyo. And first thing we do, we go to convert some money and realize that we've lost 20% since we made the decision to come here. The yen is stronger than it's ever been against every currency. So bam, there we go, 20% of our cash out. So we've got, the currency is a problem. At the same time, global economy, just fucked. Nobody has good jobs anywhere anymore. Everyone's leaving jobs. So all of a sudden, all of these easy English positions were up against a slew of doctors, lawyers, and engineers from all over the world who have decided that it's time to go teach English in Japan because it's an easy job, they get to do some traveling, and the yen is so strong. Also, it's the end of the Japanese school year. This is one we should have called. But it's like trying to apply for a job in June. If there's any schools still in session, they're just ending and they don't really need teachers. And finally, we don't have visas. The idea was there's plenty of jobs to sponsor visas, but they sponsor visas in April because that's when the school year starts, not now. All the jobs now, there are a lot of jobs, require you to have a visa because it's so fucking complicated to get one. Nobody wants to do it.
At this point, we probably have about 3 weeks until the red zone. 3 weeks until we are completely out of money. we have rent paid, so we'll have housing, and our lives are increasingly resembling hermits. We stay in this house, which isn't heated, has frosted windows, and is nestled in this sad suburban community. And that's our lives. We wake up, we do work, we walk around. I think Rob has walked everywhere in a 1 mile, 2 mile radius here.
You know, in Vietnam, we lived our lives kind of out of doors. I think we spent very little time in our guest houses just because there wasn't really much to do there. The internet sucked, so we'd go to an internet cafe, or, you know, we'd go drive a motorcycle somewhere. We had freedom to go do things. And here we lived most of our lives inside of this fluorescent guest house. So I've been trying to make the best of it by getting out in the morning or in the afternoon and going for long walks. Maybe there's something out in Kanagawa that we haven't seen that would totally change our opinion of it, make it a thrilling place to live, reignite the passion for traveling and experiencing foreign environments.